Allen does exactly that to the end zone. Diggs has it. Touchdown.
What's up, guys? I'm here to bring you a Week 10 matchup here between Raul and Clemens. So this one was a runaway win here for Raul and a much-needed win for him too. And he definitely is appreciative to have Christian McCaffrey back, that's for sure. CMC coming back into his lineup, and he's giving his team a little bit of new life here. So you'll see why that's the case when I kind of go down the players here. But tough L for you here, Clemens. You got to 100 points, but other than that, man, just a rough day all around. So let's look and see how things unfolded. Aaron Rodgers had 10.48 points. Didn't do anything in his first game back. He was just about as ineffective as Russell Wilson, for sure. 23 for 27, or 23 for 37, 292. Had a pick, but no touchdowns for Aaron Rodgers. That's pretty wild to see. Jalen Hurts had 178 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Also had 13 carries, 55 yards. Also, like he lost a fumble, but a tough, not really a tough day for him. He just had like kind of a low ceiling day. But his floor is always high every week. You know, he always gets you like decent production. It seems like he never gets you like less than like 18 in the week. But more often than not, it's around like 22, 24, 26. So a very nice day for him. Mark Ingram here, 18.8 points, coming in for the injured Alvin Kamara. Had 14 carries, 47 yards, and a touchdown. Also had 4 receptions and 61 yards. So he had a very nice day fantasy-wise. And then Christian McCaffrey, who I talked about to start this video, caught 10 passes, went 10 for 10, only for 66 yards, but that's 5 points on just catches that you got there. Raul, that's wild. And he also chipped in 13 carries for 95 yards. So he gave you a very nice day without even having to get into the end zone. Welcome back to CMC for your roster, man. Not a moment too soon, that's for sure. James Robinson here for you, Clemens, had 16.4 points in his game back from injury. Got you a touchdown, also got you 4 catches for 27 yards. So a very nice day for James Robinson. Leonard Fournette, it's almost time for the playoffs for playoff Lenny. Regular season Lenny has not been too bad, though, for sure. 11 carries, 47 yards, 8 catches, 45 yards. He's been the clear bell cow in this offense here. Ronald Jones is taking a clear backseat. He's just kind of on a milk carton nowadays, just MIA. Seeing him is a rarity nowadays on the field. Jacoby Myers had a very nice game. Got his first touchdown of his career. So congrats to Jacoby Myers. I saw that video where all his teammates kind of swarmed him and congratulated him. That's pretty cool, man. He's a guy I've always talked about. He gets all these, he gets the targets, gets some yards, but he never gets a touchdown. So he always has this very low floor and ceiling every week. But he, had a nice day. Stephon Diggs had 26.2 points, 8 receptions, 162 yards, and a touchdown. Had one of his better games of the season by far. So very nice day for you there, Raul, getting what you paid for there in your keeper for sure. That's what you're probably hoping you get every week for Diggs, and hopefully you get that every week. That's pretty good production. CeeDee Lamb, speaking of good production, had 25.6 points, had a carry for 12 yards in addition to his 6 catches for 94 yards and 2 TDs. So he was definitely eating up the Falcon defense, that's for sure. He was the apple of Dak's eye all game. He was his number one main man all game long. Christian Kirk had 9.3 points, 7 receptions, 58 yards. Okay game, didn't get into the end zone. That definitely could have been helpful, but it just didn't quite happen. Jared Cook only had 1.5 points, had 1 catch for 10 yards. So he's kind of cooling off here a little bit. Had a hot start to the season, if I recall, but not so much lately. And then also Tyler Conklin had a huge day, 14.6 points, 3 catches, 11 yards, caught 2 touchdowns. So those some tight end numbers right there. 3 catches, 11 yards, and 2 touchdowns. It's pretty wild. And Alex Collins, for you Clemens, had 10 carries, 41 yards, also had a catch for 8 yards, 5.4 points. Not a great day for him. Elijah Mitchell for you, though, Raul, had 27 carries for 91 yards. Didn't get into the end zone, but it gave you great volume on the ground there. 27 carries, that's wild. Looks like he has a doubtful designation here, so I don't know if he's going to play this week or not. But I know you're hoping he does. That's a lot of production right there in terms of the volume. He can get you the fantasy points, but the volume is definitely there. And then Mason Crosby had 5 points in the kicking game. Justin Tucker only had 4. It's kind of a wash there. And finally, the Charger defense finished with a mediocre 4 points, while the Colts D stood up and got 15. So excellent day for the Colts defense. And Raul, congrats to you, man. Huge win, keeping you in the thick of it. You're up to 4-6 after this dominant victory. And Clemens, you fall to 4-6 after this being dominated, I guess I should say. But still, 4 weeks left here to go in the season here. So it's time to ramp up, get ready for the playoffs, guys. It's getting a lot tighter, that's for sure. Love to you both.